Aries, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing you be in charge of something that you're trying to figure out right now. You could be deciding between options, or you could be doing something financially or trying to figure something out financially. I'm hearing budget. I'm also hearing the prices right. It seems like you may be, I'm hearing a little bit withdrawn, but you may also feel a little bit stressed out about something. It's something that I'm getting the feeling like you're in charge of this, or you're creating something even, or like something is in your hands. Maybe it feels like a lot of responsibility. It seems like you are handed something and you are allowed to do what you want with it, and knowing the responsibility that is weighing on you may feel a bit stressful, maybe because you don't want to make the wrong move for you and like where you're trying to go or what you're trying to do for yourself. I am seeing us starting off with the King of Wands. Who else started off? I think Libra also started with this card. We did Libra's reading, I think yesterday I posted it, or today. That's not going to help you if you don't know when I'm posting this. Yesterday, no, I posted it today, I think, very early in the morning. It would have been on July 1st. July 1st, the Libra reading, if you have any interest. It is the one posted on July 1st. So, we're starting off with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is about you being in charge of something and in charge of a situation. It can be in charge of people, in charge of something creatively. Maybe people are looking up to you, or maybe you're maneuvering through a relationship and like your partner or somebody you're interacting with, you kind of get to decide the direction that you're going in. It seems like you want to be wise about the decisions that you're making right now and not do something impulsively, because I'm seeing for sure there's some type of big temptation. Yeah, you're being guided to reflect before you act. And ask yourself whether or not something is in alignment with you for you to be doing, or for you to be involved with someone or something. I'm also hearing how that's rubbing off on you. This could have even been something that you've been doing that you're like, I know I shouldn't really do that, or I shouldn't really be involved in that. And I mean, that's a question between you and yourself about like what's right for you and what feels like it's in alignment for you, and like the goals that you have, the life you're trying to lead, who you're getting involved with, whom. Who's to say it's one person? Yeah, I feel like you are presented with something that feels very tempting, but again, you know that it's not good for you, or it's not healthy for you. I'm seeing this be so difficult, Aries. I like so identify, so understand. It seems like you know not to do something, but you still feel conflicted about it because you may want to, but like part of you is like, no, don't do it. And the other part of you is like, it seems like if you don't reflect and think about this, you may make an impulsive decision that later on, if you were grounded, you would not have done that. So, take my advice. Yeah, something is so, I'm sorry that I'm giggling. I have been resonating so strongly with the Aries readings, and like with the Aries energy in general, like planetarily, I'm like getting some hard hits with my Aries, so I'm like really feeling this sense of impulsivity. and like feeling everything on a very exacerbated scale. Like everything feels very like highlighted and zoomed in. Yeah. You know that something is not good for you. It's not healthy. But it's still tempting. Like this is something, I'm hearing derelict. This is something so like sweetly tempting to do. Because the devil energy is, as we say, a seductive type of energy. And so it's something maybe that needs to be called out, like even if that's a conversation you're having between you and yourself. But yeah, the devil doesn't just show up and be like, hey, I'm bad for you, like go in the opposite direction. It's again a seductive energy. It's something that draws you in. You feel intoxicated by it. But then part of you is like, no, I shouldn't. And I mean, this can be anything. It doesn't have to be another person. This can mean like you have a goal that you're working towards and something is like calling you to drift off of the path. I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles and I'm seeing the Ace of Cups here. Thinking about like even restarting something. If this is with someone, there's definitely a love felt, and it looks like it could be someone that you would be reconnecting with, or like an energy that you're familiar with, even if this is a new person, but you kind of know to steer away from it. You would know because there's a sense of feeling like weak around like this person or this thing in a way where like impulsively you'd want to like grab it or do it or like jump towards it, those sorts of things. Like a kid in a candy shop, that type of vibe. So I'm definitely seeing some type of emotional connection here. It seems very strong. There's some sort of new beginning too. So if this is like reconnecting with someone, you could have like had some sort of break, or this is somebody that maybe like physically in the body that they're presenting in, like you have not met them before. So this is the first time. However, you recognize their energy as like maybe being something you want to stay away from. It's an energy, like you'll know how this is because you feel when you're around like this thing or this person, you would feel ungrounded. Like you wouldn't feel cool, calm, and collected and like I know that I'm making good choices or like sure choices for myself. There's a sense of just like doing things without really thinking about it. Again, that sense of impulsivity. This is something that you are so drawn to and attracted to. It's something so difficult to resist because of how intensely you feel connected to this thing. But it's so out of balance. It's so unhealthy. Like I really steer away from using the word toxic, but like if anything could be described as toxic, it would be the connection that you have with this person. You don't trust them. You know it's not in your best interest. Probably not in this other person's best interest either. Because you may be like codependent with them or enabling behavior that's inappropriate or unhealthy. It's like this connection is a no-go. I'm seeing something that can very easily get obsessive. It's a lesson. Don't you love when Saturn comes down and visits everybody? when we go through a Saturn lesson, it's something very difficult to work through. However, like once you put in the work and the consistency, you end up like gaining that skill. So it's something that you get better at, something you cultivate, but it's like over time, it's a lot of hard work. It's very dreary, can be. But it pays off is what I'm hearing. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing something interpersonal going on. We're looking at the Two of Cups. We're looking at, I'm hearing twin flames. We're looking at the Lovers. This may be somebody that, like, you know, in a perfect world, on a soul level, you really connect with this person. However, the way that somebody decides to show up is always going to take precedence within a connection that you have with someone. And so it's not just about like if you guys are compatible energy wise, it's also about like what a person is physically doing, what types of choices are they making, how's that affecting you, how's that affecting your relationship, and vice versa. Because it seems like you want stability. This is something you're working towards. You want a connection where like you feel safe with someone and you feel like there's a sense of familiarity and that you know them, and about like building intimacy, and something that would eventually move to being like a long lasting relationship for you, something consistent, something stable, a place where you feel safe, a person that you feel safe with, a person you feel comfortable with, a person you feel like a lot of passion between the two of you as well. Someone you can do things with, a partner, a teammate. If you've had time away from this person, it seems like you've really been doing a lot for yourself. Like, you may be really focused on making money or focused on, like, your security in general or doing things around your home. Some of you may have bought a new home or, like, a new space even. Something that feels really good to you or that you feel proud of or that you feel excited about. It brings you a sense of warmth and security. I'm seeing like something like financially or materially that you've gained. So I'm seeing that happening, Aries. Now, I'm seeing this sense of reflection that's going on, and it's about how you feel towards somebody. Again, I am seeing somebody that, like, energetically, you're super compatible with this person, extremely attracted to this person. I'm seeing it's mutual between the two of you. You may have, sometimes it may feel like you have more physical chemistry than anything, but I'm seeing like all around you definitely like have a lot of chemistry with this person. So if we could subtract this person's behavior, then you guys would have a great connection. However, I'm seeing like this little inkling of a shadow that's kind of floating above the connection that you have with them. And there's a sense of not trusting this person. It's like as close as you want to get to them, there's a lack of intimacy because ultimately you don't trust them. And how are you going to be with somebody that you don't trust? Like, it's the basis of a relationship. And so, like, with a lack of trust, there's also a lack of intimacy as well, because there's a lack of vulnerability. Because if you don't trust something, like, as much as you want to, you're not going to be able to, like, let your guard down completely. And it just seems like something that may be really difficult to handle when you're in the midst of it. Unless this person shows up and is willing to build trust, I'm seeing that it's going to be very difficult. And I mean, this can be something too where it's like it's like maybe not somebody necessarily lying to you, although for some of you I'm seeing that that was like part of the issue. This person was doing things that were sneaky, or they had like certain addictions or things like that that they were not completely upfront about, and that caused like sneaky behavior, or it promoted it. But yeah, unless intimacy is worked on between the two of you, both willing participants is what I'm hearing. Whatever this has been, whatever issue this has been, is going to still be there. So this can be like a sense of codependency. It can be, I'm hearing something about attraction. It can be like addictions, and addictions can be anything. It's not just substance, like drug related. It can be other things. It can be sexual stuff. It can be like literally anything. So just know that too. But it's something that, like, because this is not being addressed, there's like some type of covert or misleading behavior that happens. Like somebody is not being completely honest within the connection, I'm seeing. So like, I'm seeing like therapy or an intimacy coach, or like you just working on things with this person. That's what would be most helpful for you. Because I am seeing too, like potentially you could have a long-term relationship with this person, but because of like the devil being situated where it is, especially with the Seven of Swords, like this person may like have an issue with being honest or telling the truth. Maybe because they haven't, remember, energies can always be reversed. Maybe because they haven't faced part of their shadow and it's something that they feel ashamed of even. Or like their sacral chakra, there's something going on. Like some type of block even. Solar plexus. I'm looking at Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn. It seems like there's more energetically that's going to unfold, but some of it is under development right now. I'm also hearing under construction. So, like, not all of it can be spoken about yet. Now we have the Fool. This is Uranus energy. This talks about taking a chance on something, having faith, doing something new, feeling hopeful, feeling spontaneous, I'm also hearing. A Tower. Yeah, it looks like something comes about and it totally catches you off guard. It's like I'm seeing you like going about your day and something, for a lot of you, I'm seeing that this is a person that pops up. It's like you were not expecting to see them here, and here they are. In your face, in some type of way, somebody pops up. I'm getting that this was not someone you expected to see for where you are. Yet here they are, showing up. Uranus is Aquarius energy. I'm looking at Mars, which is ruling you, Aries. I'm also looking at Cancer on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I'm seeing you like so unsuspecting, and then like this person or this thing pops up in your environment. Yeah, it looks like something is being concluded or sorting out right now. This may be something that's even bigger than you. Like, it feels like the powers that be are kind of in control of this situation happening. Like, maybe there needed to be some sort of resolve even. Like, I'm seeing this somehow be like universally justified in some type of way. I don't know exactly what that means, but this is coming through like a concept of something that was meant to unfold in order to like bring more of a sense of balance. And you were being guided to like very much tread lightly and to like kind of go with the movements of where this is going. Keep your head above water. I'm looking at Libra and Sagittarius as well. I have a lot of major arcanas. This is somebody you have an emotional connection with, I'm seeing. This is also somebody that you're attracted to. Remember, attractions can be platonic, but it looks kind of romantic to me. I'm seeing for sure a persuasive type of energy. This is someone that you not only would be physically attracted to, but you're emotionally attracted to them. Like, you feel very drawn in towards this energy. Cancer's popping out again, and I am seeing the Queen of Cups. Your focus right now is to make sure that emotionally, whoever or whomever you are connecting with, that you feel like you are being treated in a way that's important to you, that you're being respected, that you feel like valued, that you feel supported, and like really being present for yourself emotionally right now. I'm seeing this be like, out of everything in the spread right now, I'm seeing this be the most significant aspect. Like, this is really a time for you to validate and value your emotional truth. Which it seems like you've already been taking steps to do this. It looks like you've been working on, like, your physical health, your emotional health. And when I say physical, I mean, like, your confidence, like, feeling good about yourself. This can even be related to, like, physicality to your body. Feeling comfortable within your body. Feeling, like, good about the way that you're presenting yourself, too. It looks like this is going to be an opportunity for you to really communicate what's going on emotionally for you and where you stand, and a very big importance on you having emotional boundaries. I'm hearing borders too. I'm seeing this be significant for you. So it's like, as much as you feel, you need to have boundaries just as much, because that's going to lead you to feeling very, very confident about like how you're communicating, how that's like translating. It seems like there was something that needed to be healed with the throat chakra, and it seems like it is. It looks like you're finding your voice and finding the courage to say something that needs to be said. I'm seeing an ending. I'm hearing fast forward. It looks like you get involved in something. Yeah, something comes about surprisingly. There's a question about if this is in balance or out of balance for you, and if it's out of balance, I'm seeing an ending happen solely because that's like justice for the situation. And I'm seeing this having been a challenge or like an obstacle right now that you're facing. And then after this, I'm seeing you kind of pull back into your own energy. I'm seeing you take a break from something. There's like some sort of resting period that I'm seeing. And you end up walking away from this thing entirely, whatever it was. Whatever this is, it's something that's unhealthy to maintain, and you get to a point where you're like, I can't keep doing this. Now I'm looking at Leo popping out here. Seeing you're like really in your head about something. It's something that you have the strength to overcome, but it's for sure going to be a difficult situation, especially seeing the devil pop out so early. Like, this would be something that's difficult because, like, naturally you don't want to fight it. You want to succumb to it. And so that's why it's difficult. However, you recognize that it's out of alignment for like the balance that you've been establishing within your life, or like where your goals are heading. You it's not in alignment with your highest good. This is what I'm seeing here. I'm hearing connection. It's the something with the connection with this person. So in the first spread, I'm looking at Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini. In this spread, I'm looking at Uranus, Mars, Libra, Sagittarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo. Part of you may question if you're strong enough. When I say strong enough, it's more so like if you're willing enough to make it through something and to like come against it or fight it rather than give in. I'm seeing that you are. Like, if you will yourself to get through this and to break off something that you need to break off, you are absolutely capable of doing that. But I guess it's all about like what you want at the end of the day, truly, like what you're willing to happen. Like what you're willing into existence, what you are manifesting. So I'm hearing dealer's choice. That's funny. I was hearing choice very strongly and then dealer's choice. Okay. we're going to end it here, my friends. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.